My name is Anastasia. I'm head of the NGO Permaculture in Ukraine.
And I'm Iryna. I'm project coordinator of the same NGO.
Yes, and we met with a lot of you in previous years. That was a long time ago when everything was completely different. But now the situation changed. Unfortunately, we gained some wisdom and we want to share with you how we continue our life, continue our work in these difficult times of war in our country. This video was taken in my permaculture garden this May. We were planting tomatoes and drones were flying over our heads. Yes. And this is our reality. We hear them almost every night and often in daytime. They're flying towards big cities because this is their main target, and mainly they're shut down around the big cities. We are far from Kiev, so we live in a relatively safe place, but it's always relatively because you never know. The risk is minimal, but we always have a risk, and of course we have the stress of having them, yes, of living every day in a country where the war goes on.
Okay, so in general, we are going to talk today about our permaculture centers, about what we have done during the last 3 years, and how we did what we did.
Mm-hmm. Our organization was founded in 2012, and every year we conducted permaculture design course, held conferences, translated permaculture books into Ukrainian. We had and we still have a team of permaculture designers, and we provide consultancy and design to people. And this first picture was taken 2 weeks before the full-scale Russian invasion. We held a big conference in Ukraine where we gathered 200 people, and little of these people believed that the war will begin. None of us believed till the very last day, till the very last morning.
And also I would like that Tanya please somehow raise your hand. This is Tanya Chuchko. She is the person one of the first people in Ukraine who established this organization. Yeah. So without her there is no permaculture in Ukraine in general. And she is here with us. So when the full-scale invasion started, it was two main problems. The first one was very obvious because people left their homes and many people left everything. So there was a huge need in humanitarian aid, a shelter, food, and very basic needs for people. But like in a few months later, we understand that there is not enough. And as a socialized animal creature, we need other people, we need community, and we need this feeling of belonging to be able to move forward.
Mm-hmm. So, how this all began? Already on the second day of the full-scale invasion, we, as coordinators of permaculture in Ukraine, had a Zoom call with the head of another NGO, Global Eco-Village Network Ukraine, and we understood that we had to do something with the process that was already going on. People were fleeing from the big cities under attack to the countryside, going to their friends, going to their relatives, and they were already coming to our permaculture centers, to our eco-villages, and we just had to manage this process, support those people who were coming in winter time to the houses that were not good enough for hosting so many people, and helping other people to find places where they could have shelter. So we started a big project that was later called Green Road of Eco-Villages. We created a map of safe locations in the countryside of Ukraine, and also we were very quickly contacted but by all our European friends who proposed their homes for people who were going abroad. So we shared this map where it was possible, and in 3 years around 3,000 people used this map to stay in Ukrainian locations, and we didn't count those who stayed abroad. Many of those people came just for a short period, to stay several days, several weeks, several months, and then they went home, they went abroad, they went to another place. But we still have people, we still have families who came to our communities and who stayed, and who joined the communities and continue living there.
And what we were doing as an organization, I will return for a moment. Please pay your attention here, because we really try to help people as much as we can, and we had very special kind of programs we try to make life of women a bit easier, buying ovens and some kitchen gear. We try to help men to be able to restore something, and we bought electrical devices and
tools
and hand tools to build and other stuff. We also try to make children's life a bit easier, and bought a lot of books and tools, and create kitten gardens in locations. And but it was in general for both organizations. But of course, each of us, each project had the separate kind of
direction,
yes. And as a permaculture organization, of course, we also were engaged in hosting people, but we made a lot of sharing. We continue to grow food, and a huge part was rehabilitation.
So 11 centers from our already existing for that moment network hosted around 150 internally displaced people, so people who left their home but stayed in Ukraine. For instance, these are my parents who came to our countryside already on the second day of the war and still live with us, helped me a lot with my garden and with my daughter. And on one side, it's an awful thing that people have to leave their home and they can't go back to their home. On the other side, my parents see their granddaughter growing every day. So we try to find good things even in such conditions.
Volunteering and sharing. After us, Ivanka Belarus will take this scene, this place, and she will tell more about these first months and first weeks. But in general, just to share with you, she planted and shared dozens of thousands seedlings with people from the occupied territories. She just changed her flower greenhouses to vegetable greenhouses, and tried to help those people who would like and had this need to plant food for themselves after the occupation. Also, you can see on the photo Maria Gaznyuk. She is also here with us in this event, and she did a lot of tea and spices from herbal and sent it to frontline, to soldiers, that they could also have renovate their energy somehow. And the last photo is also from Ivanka place. They made this covering net for soldiers in the same greenhouses. So all places that permaculture centers had, they tried to use with very different needs to help, and for soldiers, and for internally displaced people, and for their families, and so on.
So what we also had an interesting collaboration with some donations, with some grant support. We bought food from Ukrainian organic farms and distributed to our hosting communities for people who they were hosting. Like this, we supported both organic sector that was also suffering because people stopped buying expensive organic food, and our hosting communities. And we are still friends with those organizations and try to find ways we can be useful for each other.
Also, we never stopped, continue to do our courses, and it was really important for both, I think, and for our organization, for us to be able to do something and continue to share our knowledge, and for people who was able to come. So during these 3 years, we had more than 30 courses, like from the name of Permaculture in Ukraine, but also our locations are so active that they made double amount of courses without us. It was just their initiatives, and in general we count that it's around 2,000 people who learned during this time permaculture, garden therapy, aromatic herbs, and some other small courses.
Mm-hmm. And also 7 of our centers invited people for some sort of rehabilitations. Mainly these were short excursions, and around 1,300 people came to the countryside to spend 1 day, to spend 2 days, just to stay in the nature, to do something with plants, to be in contact with animals, and they helped them to be refilled with energy. And this is very, very important in our days for all Ukrainians, because we all continue living in a very big stress.
Yeah, and we will tell more about one of our center. It's called Green
Grove.
It will be at the last day on Friday, as I remember. But also I would like to mention these 2 pictures is from also Dnipro region. This is city garden that's run by Lilia Maruga, and she creates very interesting, I think, like therapy stuff. I will describe, like she starts to invite people to sleep at least for 10 minutes in her garden, because of when we have this iron sirens all the time, like we can't sleep at night because you will wake up, you can wake up 3 or 4 times during the night, and then during daytime you have to work or play with children or something, so it's like constantly months by months you can't sleep, and that is why even very short restore of your like mental health is very important. So she just say, okay, we will make hamaki.
Hammock.
Yeah, so you understand. She put it between her trees in this garden, and people could come and just sleep like for 10-15 minutes and then go wherever they want to go. And another place, she make a sign in near one of the trees, like lime for crying, and you can hug it and cry and say everything that you are thinking, or about your neighbor, or about like whatever you want. Yeah. So, and it's work. People are really try to use it, and she has constant amount of people.
Because Dnipro city, it's a city which is constantly under attack.
Yeah,
really.
The eastern part. Yeah, what else? Probably the first thing that we did the very first days, we opened all our courses. We had online this theoretical part of certification permaculture course, so we make it open that people could just learn and do gardening without anything. We also open it more than 60 lectures from our experts, and it's still free on our website.
And we continue conducting permaculture design courses every year, but now our main target group is internally displaced people. We find some grant support, some donations to make it free, because people in Ukraine right now are not capable to pay for their education. But however, we managed to find the support and hold at least one and sometimes 2 PDCs every year.
And also we had amazing collaboration with Alfred Decker. Previous year he came from Spain to us, and we had a course for permaculture teachers.
Yes, and also we had a short course with Starhawk from the USA, who also came in person. We had a course on social permaculture. And it was amazing because people are really inspired when somebody from abroad comes in person. We feel this support, we feel that we are not alone, we are not abandoned, and these people are brave enough to come to us.
And then our students say that, you know, like we had this inspiration for next three months. That is why we invite everybody who would like to have such experience and teach others, even during wartime. If you would like, we can organize something like this. And we were really proud about this collaboration. As you already understand, that this last gathering was in February 22, and we really miss our friends, and there is not so many opportunities to see each other. So previous year we made this collaboration in the capital of Ukraine, in Kyiv, and in the very center of the city, in Botanical Garden. They invite us, and we make this festival of permaculture in this beautiful place. We had a lot of excursions to different parts of this botanical garden, and it was so much pleasure for me, because all these botanical garden workers, they understand what we are talking about. They also love trees and nature, and that is why it was so natural, like, to have this celebration of life in such place. And this year we are going to continue in September. We will have the second festival of permaculture.
Okay. And also with some grant support, we created permaculture designs for public spaces in the cities. For a hospital, for a school, for a place for disabled people, and we are going to continue this project because it's important for us. Like this, we bring permaculture to the cities where people continue living, and they can have this small, beautiful place for their personal rehabilitation, and they can know something about permaculture.
Yeah, and this is also a way to promote permaculture ideas for very different categories of people. Also, we have, oh my God, there is a magnet here. A beautiful collaboration with Veronica, please.
She's an artist,
yeah, she's
a talented artist.
And you can see at the marketplace this beautiful cards. It is permaculture principles with her vision of them. It's very beautiful. We also start to invite Veronica to each of our course, because people really need some relaxing practices, and that is what Veronica can offer. So they draw, they work with clay and other stuff, and we try to make everything in permaculture direction with these ideas of trees, of leaves, so some elements. So I think that's beautiful.
And on Thursday, I think you will meet Pavlo Ardanov, our colleague, who now lives in Germany. He is a dedicated scientist, and he organizes collaborations with universities in Germany, in Sweden, in some other countries, and with his help we held already 4 international conferences on different topics.
Yeah, and here you can see this is the playlist from our YouTube channel. They on, I think, quite interesting topics, agroecology and polycultures, all of them or in English or with English subtitles, so please use it if you need it. There's like really many dozens of lectures from the whole world on these topics.
Yeah, our YouTube channel is easy to find. It is called Permaculture for Peace. And this name was given a long time ago, before the full-scale Russian invasion.
No, it was in exactly in 2014.
In 2014, when the first invasion began. Yeah.
And also we are very proud of another our colleague, Valentina Movchan. She is the lecturer from University Ukraine, and she was the first person so dedicated to permaculture that she created and made possible to teach permaculture in university. So I don't know, is it in other countries, but in Ukraine you can be the master in constructive ecology and permaculture. And also she prepared her personal course, garden therapy, and during this time it is already 4 graduates from this course, and even one very popular
TV star
yeah.
graduated from this course and now promotes permaculture everywhere.
Yeah.
So, technical support, we helped our permaculture centers as much as we could. We provided 35 greenhouses to permaculture centers, to eco-villages, to small farms, some technical equipment to help them be more productive, to work with bigger areas, to produce more for themselves and for other people.
Yeah, we will talk also about some very small projects that we have. Maybe this one is not so small, but you also will have opportunity to be on workshop of Volodymyr Rozum. And this picture is from former permaculture center of one of our colleagues, Vera Radionova. It was a direct hitting of missiles in her place, and together with Volodymyr and some scientists from Soil Institute in Kiev, they make this experiment to use permaculture methods to restore soil. And you can see the differences in 2 years. They really have scientific research, so we are waiting for some results of this analysis. I hope that we will have some continuation, and I also hope that we can continue and multiply this experiment in other places.
Yeah, this is an example of reuse of raw materials by our permaculture designers. Some of them are present here. This is a box from after, how is it called? Something for the army, missiles, weapons, after weapons. Yeah, box after weapons that was transformed into a raised bed.
And also we have one center that grows flowers, and you probably can hear it from everywhere that people who is in the hospitals, they need some gardens around, and that nature can heal them, and that's absolutely true. But not all the wounded people can go outside. So many of them just lie in the bed and can't go anywhere. So we had this idea that maybe people who, for example, I live in Kharkiv and Hanna is in Uzhhorod. It's like different parts of the world. But if I would like to have and to say thank you to some of the soldier, I can buy these flowers, and she can bring it to the hospital, and that is how her garden became closer to the people who need it, to say thank you, to support, and to bring this therapeutical garden inside the room.
So this is your part.
Yeah, this is my part. I ask my friends, my colleagues, what helped them to survive this first year and other years in such conditions, because everybody asks, like, how are you doing it? And that's really complicated to stay calm or to stay
sane.
Yes. So on the first place, of course, there is children and family and relatives, and even Anastasia said that just Veronica who make you strong.
Yeah, it's for my daughter and for other children of my community that I have to be strong. I have to continue my activities because they need it. We are very lucky to live in our own bubble. I live in an eco village. We have a good community, of course, with problems like any normal community. But however, we feel this support. We know that we will not be abandoned, and we have a network. I'm in the network of permaculture centers. I'm in the network of eco villages. I know that I will have this support if it is needed, and we are very lucky, and we try to protect our children as much as possible, and children in the cities are not lucky like this. They go to every day. They go to the bomb shelters at school, at kindergartens. Very often at night, the parents take them to the bomb shelters because of the air attacks. And I'm lucky enough to have so much, so I have to be strong to help my children, to help other people, and that's what keeps me continuing my activities.
And for me, the same, and that is why we put communities in the second, because it is your second family. And like when we say about permaculture, the first thing that probably came into your mind, it is food. And for me it was exactly like this, because I was in the big city when it started, and the first thing that we experienced is absolutely empty market shelves. There is no food when the war started, because everybody stopped. They can't go, all the chains, food chain supplies, they ruined. And who was the first person who said, if I need something? That was permaculture people from other cities. They just start call and say, Iryna, do you need anything? Do you have food? We have some rest of cheese. We have some rest of some vegetables. And Ivanka also sent me a huge parcel from western part of Ukraine that we could survive somehow. So communities can help you even if you are like not in the same place but somewhere abroad. Just this feeling that you have this second family, it's very supportive. And the third part is this forces of nature. If you have this opportunity to work with land, with plants, it's really help. And for many people, I also experienced that when you start losing your mind, what you have to do is just walk, or I don't know, maybe somebody prefer run or something, but this long walks on the nature in the forest, near lakes, it's really helpful. Some other interesting thing that I really like, for example, it's very important to have different information about good activities, about what other people do, what kind of project they do. And when you read, when you hear it from somewhere that I don't know, the volunteers could help some families from other region, or somebody was successful, save their children or their relatives, or medics made their works amazing, or somebody built a new house for displaced people. That just, you try to be like this. You immediately start to create some other projects in your head, and this is how good things multiplies in our words, I think. And the last one, it's very important, or to be a volunteer, or to invite volunteers, and this is also something that can help in material world, I would say. And some other internal things that help people is faith, and we explain that it's not only not necessary in God, but just in something good, in something that can make you strong. And very often it's just about your moral qualities and some moral beliefs that can make you go forward. Very important to understand your mission and your purpose. And I think we all here know why we're here and what for, and that is what keeps you on your way. Kindness in the broadest sense. Yeah, well, what do? Yeah, all kind of mental self-care. That is what all psychologists say, that please, unfortunately, but the first person right now is we have to have enough strength to help others, so we have to start with ourselves. And physical training is very important, because you never know what will be in the next minute. Do you have to help somebody, to carry something or someone, or to run, or to like all kind of opportunities is possible, and they are not always very nice. So.
Okay. Even if you're confident that the war will not affect you, you should still be 200% prepared for war. Unfortunately, I think, and a lot of Ukrainians think, that if we fail, the Russians will not stop. They will go further. They will conquer other countries. And we don't know for how many years we will have strength to stop them. So people in other countries should be ready for it. The world is going crazy right now, and war can come to any country. So it's better to be prepared and to do something already right now.
Yeah. That's okay not to believe. We also didn't believe, as Anastasia said in the very beginning, till the very end. I will still say more. Even when I wake up and I saw explosions behind my window, because I am from eastern part of Ukraine, so the war started, like I was the witness. And when I was sitting looking at the fire, my first thought was, it is impossible. It can be. Maybe just something like випадковий, occasionally explosion somewhere.
An incident, just an incident, yeah.
Yeah, but not the war. And then it's another, and you're so slow to realize, to accept that, yes, it is started. So you can still, of course you have this right not to believe, and we really would like that nobody experience that. But to be ready is it's very important, and this is what Maria Zvirinka said, that strengthen your network of sellers.
So what to do to be ready for a war? First, you think about to have a cellar to place to hide from bombs and to have a stock of food there, yeah? but what is important? One seller is not enough. What we really experience, that community matters and the networks matters. All of our big project of Green Road of eco-villages became possible because we already had two strong networks of eco-villages, of permaculture centers. We knew each other. Those people knew us like coordinators. We knew them, we trusted them. We had our friends from European networks who knew us, who provided support immediately. And that's how it works. Now we truly believe in the importance of communities and the networks, and so please create as many networks as possible, because it may help. Yeah. That's it. Yes, we have our beautiful team of permaculture teachers and designers with us. We are ready to answer your questions right now or during this week. We are open to you. And thank you for the opportunity to be here, because it's important for us to share our experience, but it's also important for us to just to relax and to leave our context of everyday stress behind us, at least for a week, and come back refilled with new energy to our families. Unfortunately, our men can't cross the border, because that's why mainly women travel right now, and elderly men. This is our reality. So women have new role now in Ukraine to be strong additionally.